The Aviron rower has come a long way since I first started talking about it in my original review video about a year ago. And I would argue that Aviron has made more changes to their rower and to their platform overall than any other high-end rower that's on the market right now. And so in this video, I want to give you the latest and greatest with the new updates and features that this machine has to offer so you can better decide if the Aviron is the rower for you. But just a quick hello, hi, I'm Austin with Training Tall, where it's not about being tall. Sure, I'm 6'8", but it's about taking your fitness and health above the average no matter how tall you are. Be sure to check out my website, trainingtall.net, for tons of rowing and fitness workout resources from me. But to kick things off, I gotta hand it to Aviron as the first rowing company that I have seen that has taken actual structural feedback from their rower and implemented an improvement. And I'm talking about the handlebar. When I first talked about the Aviron and the handlebar, I mentioned that it was a little short, that your arms felt a little scrunched when you pulled it into your body, and then you have to keep your fingers kind of hanging off the end to get lots of width. Well, guess what? They freaking upgraded their handlebar. Now all the Avirons, instead of a 17-inch handlebar, they now have a 19-inch handlebar, and it makes a world of difference. It feels so much better to pull in and is much more of the comfortable long width of a rowing handle that you would want to have to get the most optimal and comfortable wrist position with each rowing stroke. But seriously, huge props to them for seeing the review video, taking the feedback, and actually implementing a change that's only gonna benefit everyone. So that gets me hyped. But there have been tons of updates and new features that have been added to the Aviron, including their latest monitors, which are now just a lot more responsive than they used to be. There was always this slight lag/delay when you were scrolling through things or clicking on the screen. I mean, it wasn't a big deal, but now the monitor is so much more sharp and responsive, it just feels more modernized. And one of the things that I'm most hyped about with this rower is that with all the high-end rowers that are out there, which all require a subscription cost, first off, the subscription cost on this machine is the lowest out of any of them. It's only $29 a month, but the rower is totally functional and usable by as many users as you'd like, even without a subscription. Where when you don't have a subscription, you have access at least to the metrics monitor, which provide you with all of the numbers and data that you need to be successful. Not only can you use the metrics monitor without a membership, but you also have access to all of your workout history, and you can still unlock the achievements that are on the rower, which just fill my gamer heart with joy. You can earn experience coins, which I'll talk more about later, but you can create unlimited profiles without a membership, so that way you can still take control of your fitness and health, even if you're struggling financially and can't afford the membership at the time. But as far as big content updates go, the one I'm most proud of is you can have access to all of my follow along workout programs that you can get on my app, Just Row. You can get all those workouts for free on the Aviron through their coach programs. It's literally rowing with me, which again, if you don't have an Aviron, you can check out my follow along workouts on my app, Just Row, in the App Store or linked down in the description below. But the fact that it's here on the machine and you've got access to it with your membership is so awesome. But I'm constantly making new rowing workouts and new rowing workout plans, so you're gonna see that those coach programs are constantly updated with more and more follow along content if you so choose to row along with me. Whether you're brand new to rowing and looking for a beginner's program, you're focusing more on fat loss, or if you're focusing on things like building your max power and your max wattage generation, I've got all those programs and more through my coach programs here. Can you believe it? The time has come on the Aviron. They now allow streaming services while you row. So you can watch Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, and Amazon Prime Video right here on the rower. Just logging into your account and watching your favorite shows and movies while being able to see all of your workout metrics at the same time. And those workout metrics are, of course, saved to the rower as well. So you're still getting experience coins, still working towards your achievements, all while watching from your favorite streaming services. It's such a cool feature. Oh yeah, and just like before, you can still watch YouTube from the Aviron as well. One of the most interesting innovations Aviron's been focusing on is their Power Play category, which essentially combines workout programs with a gaming feature. They've got over 24 different categories within Power Play, where essentially you are a race car that is racing on a track and you change lanes based off of what the workout program is focusing, whether that's focusing on maintaining certain split per 500-meter paces, or certain wattages, or certain stroke rates, or changing those intervals up and down. And as you play and as you work out, you get different points. And there are a few different point markers. You get positive points by hitting the blue marks, negative points by hitting the red marks, but they've also added some new marks as well. The yellow marks, which focus on maintaining a consistent split or watts or strokes per minute, again, depending on the program that you're doing. And if you hold it for long enough, you get a big chunk of bonus points. And also green markers that allow you to get bonus double points. So there's a lot more dynamic variability within the game that contributes to your overall score. So you're playing games while you're getting fit and working through these workout programs, which leads me into the next cool thing, which is the high scores. Because when you're playing games and getting points, sure, that's cool, but if you can't see where you stack up against others, I mean, let's be real. What's the point if you can't see where you compare to others? So now Aviron has implemented high scores for all of their Power Play categories, as well as all of the other games. So you can see exactly where you stack up compared to everyone in the Aviron world. Now, the only gripe I have right now with the high scores is that it's not separated by difficulty level. Because whenever you choose a Power Play category or a games category, you can select a different difficulty. You can go easy, medium, hard, or pain, which is like the max effort one. And all the high scores are lumped all together with all of them. So while I was working out with the Riptide game, which was within the Power Play, I was playing on the pain difficulty, which, by the way, was very challenging by the end. I was really having to haul ass on the rower to really crank it at the very end. I was pooped by the end, but I was disappointed to see that my high score that I got, which wasn't perfect, because I struggled a little bit with the workout, it was matched up with everyone's categories from easy, medium, hard, and pain. So I feel like if I was doing the easy workout, I could have maybe manipulated it easierly to get the maximum high score. So I hope in the future that they can separate the categories out so that way you can see where you truly stack up, where your high score truly stands based off of each difficulty level. But still a cool feature nonetheless, and it's great to see where you can stack up, not just against everyone in the Aviron community, but also your personalized friends list too. So I mentioned earlier that you get experience coins from rowing. Whether you're just using the metrics monitor or streaming, or you're playing a games, or you're working through Power Play, whatever you're doing, as you row, the more experience coins that you get. And Aviron has now implemented a way to spend those coins, which right now isn't an expansive array of things to choose from, but you can change the background of, for instance, your Power Play games. You can select a different background and purchase those based off of your experience coins. And in the future, they're gonna be putting out different car designs that you can choose from as well, which again adds to the overall gaming experience. And if you're a true gamer out there, you know how cool it is to build up an in-game currency and then spend that on things. Makes you feel like you're making progress. And lucky for me, since I spent so much time on the Aviron, I had plenty of experience coins to spend, so I was able to buy all of the different backgrounds. And so I'm really excited to see the different car designs that they come out with so I can spend all my XP coins. Aviron's also been adding new games to their system, specifically the most recent two games, No Tomorrow and Snow Tomorrow. Snow Tomorrow specifically being a ton of fun because you can actually play with friends as you pelt snowballs at enemies as they come at you and try to get you. The games on Aviron, they're nothing crazy, right? They're not these, giant RPGs or anything like that. But it is a fun way to change the dynamic of your rowing. And again, competing for high scores, defeating enemies, all the difficulty levels. It's super cool to see, and it's gonna be great to see as more and more games come along in the future. You might be thinking, Austin, I don't really have anyone that I can work out with or that I can row with. Like, I don't know anyone else who has an Aviron. Well, they've now implemented the group workout lobby feature where you can actually see in live time who is hosting group workouts for the variety of different competitions and group games. You can also go to the schedule tab and see for the upcoming scheduled games, competitions, workout programs, etc. And that way you can join into the community literally live across the interwebs, the platform, to row along with others, to make friends, and to really create that rowing community experience. And of course, don't forget about the monthly challenges, where every new month there is an overall monthly objective that you can work towards against yourself, against your friends, and against the whole Aviron community, so you can earn those sweet achievement badges and add to your collection. So, as of right now, that is the latest and greatest from the Aviron rower. A perfect example of using a software-based rowing machine as a company to truly continue to build, to innovate, and to add new features, new games, to keep your rowing experience fresh and enjoyable. Because remember, at the end of the day, and if you follow this channel for a long time, the one thing I talk about when it comes to rowing is that you need something that's always gonna be bringing you back again and again. Because the only way you're gonna see consistent results with rowing is if you row consistently. And I think that all of these new innovations and features are gonna help everyone to continue to row consistently, so we can all continue to work towards our fitness goals. But that's gonna do it for this video. Do you have any features on the Aviron that you think they should add? Are any of these features extra appealing to you? Do you own an Aviron? Do you want one? I would love to hear what you guys think. So please let me know. And of course, let me know what kind of video you would like to see from me in the future. Just let me know. And again, be sure to check out trainingtall.net for more from me. Thanks so much for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.